Hi everyone. Today we are going to do a landscape activity. This is going to be a sketch activity, so that means that you are expected to revisit your drawing, change it up, add or take away any details, and then give me a final drawing with colors. If you cannot do colors because you don't have coloring materials, try your best to create a final draft drawing that is neat and complete. And also, I'm going to ask you to add in patterns onto your work. If you don't know what pattern is when you repeat line, shape, or colors. And since we don't have colors, then you can use lines or shape as pattern to fill in your shape. And I'm going to show you an artwork that is a final draft, and then I'm also going to show you an artwork that is a sketch, and I will also show you one that has color and the other one will not have color. So before we get started, you need a die. If you do not have one, I will provide a virtual die for you to use. And then I'm also going to leave the picture right here on the left, roll a landscape picture. You can use that to play the game, but if you rather not, you can just pick and choose to create your just imaginary drawing. That's fine as well. Once again, this is a sketch, so I am going to expect a final draft drawing. I'm gonna get started. Please don't forget to write your name when you finish with your work. Alright, so first I am going to roll, and the first drawing is going to be for sky. And so when you get a 2, that is, we get the night sky right here. Okay, but before we can draw the night sky, we need a horizon line, and we know that a horizon line is the line that divides the earth into the earth and then the sky, or the sea and then the sky. So in fact, right now we are going to draw number 2 first. So we're going to roll again, and I get number 6. So 6 is my horizon line right there. If I get another number, I would have to draw any other horizon line, but we are going to draw the second turn first. Then I will go back to the first turn, which is when I roll a 2. Yes, when I roll a 2, and I can go ahead and add in my night sky. Now I'm going to roll. My third turn is for the foreground, so I'm going to go ahead and roll, and I get a 6. So that means I'm going to roll this right here, foreground. I'm going to roll, draw at the bottom of the paper, because anything toward the bottom will appear to be in the foreground. As it gets farther and farther away, then the object will move toward the top of the paper. I'm going to roll again for the tree. This is the 4th turn, and I get a 4. That means is this right here, the cactus. So I'm going to go ahead and draw, and I can add the cactus in the foreground or in the background, whichever one I want. But if I am going to draw something in the foreground, then I need to draw it large because it's close to you at the front. If I am going to draw something in the middle, then the size gets smaller. And then if I draw something in the background, like right here, then it's the smallest. So look at the various size change. Okay, so you can keep adding more if you want to, but keep the keep in mind the tip of changing the size. When it's in the foreground, it should be the largest. Then it gets in the middle ground, you need to change the size of what you are drawing, and when it gets to the background, you need to change the size. They shouldn't all be the same size. Alright, my 5th turn is going to be flowers. So I get a 4, and it's this flower right here. And I can draw the flower once again. I can draw in the foreground, the middle ground, or the background. So I'm going to go ahead and draw the flower here. This flower has like a heart-shaped petal. And then my 6th turn is extra. Extra means I can add this anywhere on the paper. So once again, if I'm going to draw this flower in the middle ground, it should be smaller. So you might not even see the details very clearly. Obviously, if I draw it over here, you barely will see this flower. Right? Alright, my last turn, 6th turn. That's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the buildings, okay? So I'm going to draw those buildings in the background. So I will do this. Before I add in those small squares. And then you can add anything else to your liking. So if I want to add, I'll finish that in just a moment, but if I want to add another ground here, I can do that. To separate, kind of divide out the space, I can do that as well. So that is the basic step-by-step on how to draw your landscape, our roller landscape activity. I look forward to seeing your sketch. If you rather just draw one without playing this, you are welcome to do so. If you rather pick and choose the parts, the picture on here, you rather pick and choose which ones you like, which one you don't like to draw, you can do that as well. Okay? After we are done with this sketch, then tomorrow we are going to revisit our sketch, change, add anything, take away anything, redraw it onto a new sheet of paper, and then use colors to color it. If I don't have colors, I'm going to show you an artwork that is complete, that is not colored. It's going to be in black and white. Good luck and have fun. I'm going to go ahead and put my name as well.